The only consistent US player at this point is the Prince of New York, Zomba. The Rob has been fantastic, played incredibly well at Genesis, played incredibly well at Level Up Expo, all the way to a second place there. We're going to be watching a couple of his sets, but God, his run was fantastic. I'll go over the full run after the matches, but today we're going to be watching 2 of his sets. First off, his losers quarters run back against Asimo, the person who put him in losers, and then set 1 of grand finals versus Doramigi. All of his other top 8 sets were against Steve, and I don't really want to watch Rob versus Steve, even though Zomba is incredibly good at it, beating a Carmelo, Crepe Soleil, and a Cola. So a very impressive resume there. Him and Mudes were the Steve Slayers, but fortunately for Zomba, his were in loser's bracket, where he just got to prolong his run. Asimo was having a hell of a run, made it all the way to winners semifinals before losing and then getting dropped into Zomba. Again, Asimo was the person that beat Zomba in, I believe, a Game 5 set. I could be wrong about that, but I remember kind of watching the set. It was very, very close. Asimo having a really good year overall, in my opinion, has had a lot of good tournaments, and he's just a terrifying player. So Zomba needing to put on the defense when it comes to fighting Asimo, but again, also needing to really punish those disadvantaged states. Like, I don't know, something about Zomba's pressure is just different from a lot of the Robs. Gets a nair there into the side B. I feel like Zomba's been a little bit better at confirming into side B. Not necessarily the super long Z-drop combos, although I've seen him get a couple of those, but just like random finds into side B, and his like laser timings are slightly different than a lot of other Rob players. His gyro timings are slightly different, and it makes it so difficult because people will like hold shield for a specific amount of time or like not be ready for certain item tosses, because Zomba just plays, honestly, a relatively simple game. He always kind of has, but God, is it good. Here's punishing, gets the Zombair as well. Advantage still going to be the case. Wow, if he gets that, that would be insane. Beer reverse on that focus attack means that that up air not going to be able to find its mark, but Jesus, look at this lead. Oh no, I think meant to get a Shoryu, but got a Tatsu instead. That is going to lead to Zomba getting a lot more percent. Yeah, no. Back air there, finds it there. So still down 156%, but Asimo does take the first stock. 174, so many things can kill here, but Zomba, again, not just being super aggressive and trying to end the stock. He's like, hey, I'm okay with taking a little bit longer, because eventually I'm going to hit something like a forward air into an offstage position, and that is going to be the stock for Zomba. Citadel Gaming Zone, he's been putting in a lot of work recently. I mean, again, Genesis was incredible for him. He's kind of just been one of the best players in the US for a while, but with a couple of the other top US players either slumping or not going to stuff, like Lima doesn't go to as much because he kind of retired. Peebnut, I feel like I haven't seen him in at least a little bit, but as I'm saying that, Asimo gets a crazy stock and basically takes, or not even basically takes 0 damage, literally takes 0 damage, and now we have kind of an even game. But yeah, like Light's been kind of struggling this season. Peebnut hasn't been going to quite as much. Mudes, of course, doing well, but still like here not getting top 8 because he eventually ran out of steam. So Zomba has been the premier US player basically the whole year. It's forward air. Oh God, the forward smash coming out for Asimo, almost getting the kill. That's not going to be a punish there, not DIing up, so still into tech chase position. Focus there. Uh-oh, that's the stock. Unfortunately, was not able to get 2 hits out before Asimo did it. Yeah, you see Zomba be pissed. It feels really bad to lose to focus. I've lost to it a lot of times between this game and Smash 4, so that is going to be a 1-0 for Asimo. Zomba was playing super well, but the comeback from Asimo is just so composed and so scary. Game 2 going to go back to PS2, getting some decent damage at the beginning, but again, nothing too crazy, and then you get parried once into down smash red fireball, and suddenly you're at 66, and this is the type of pressure, which is why Asimo won in winners, right? Like, it was looking a lot of times very Zomba favored, and then suddenly Asimo would bring it back. I know that's kind of what happened, Asimo versus Light as well, where like Light had a bunch of pressure, and then Asimo just kind of suddenly made a comeback and forced errors on Light, and so look at this, like he's up an entire stock. Asimo is ridiculous, but this is a Zomba video, I swear. Nice, gets the up air, reads the fact that Ashimo's going to go away. That's going to be double fair, so much damage. Down air? No, barely going to miss. Nice, gets the jump in, and that's going to be up tilt up air. Bad DI by Asimo. I don't know if it mattered. Honestly, it probably did. Ryu's pretty heavy. So that's going to be the first stock for Zomba. Again, he's catching the drifts a lot for Asimo because, again, Ryu does not have the ability to, like, change his drift in the air. He's either moving one way, he can directional air dodge, or he can double jump, and if not, the arc that he jumps at is the arc he jumps at. Again, using that range, slowly building up some percent, 30%, not that much on Asimo, but again, you have to be ready for so many things, that down tilt, the gyros, the lasers. It is kind of overwhelming sometimes if you are fighting against him, but that down air going to combo easily into short hop up air into Shoryu, so that's going to be Ashimo's second stock, but hey, Zomba's kind of bringing it back. Oh yeah, using that fair, using the ability to special cancel to make it so that technically the unsafe move is safe if you drop shield, because you're just going to get hit by a Hadouken or a red fireball. Footstool downer out of shield. That's going to be a jump over the red fireball. Goes for the down throw. Ryu kind of falls out weirdly because of his hurtbox shifting. Unfortunate there for Zomba. I think those up tilts would have otherwise connected. Up smash, not going to kill again. Ryu heavy character. Again, taking any hit he can get, right? He's like, oh, I lost the edge trap, like the perfect type of edge trap, so I'm just going to go for an F tilt, and then ends up tracking all the way to the other side of the stage to take that stock. It is 1-0 for Asimo, but we are both on last stock, so Zomba pretty close to making it a last hit. Or sorry, a 1-1 set. Gets the double jump. Laser on the platform is so big, but no DI up there from Asimo. Not going to be, Jesus, that was a lot of up airs, but not going to be the stock, so Zomba lives to see another day, but it's getting close. Fair dash attack, doesn't want to have to deal with the tech chase, just wants the guaranteed damage. Nair, the space is able to cover with that move is ridiculous. Uh-oh, that's going to be another... No, he messes up. I think that was supposed to be a jump forward up air, but he got a forward air. That should have been the stock for Asimo, I'm pretty sure. So, Asimo, unfortunate there, but if you are a Zomba fan, you are counting your lucky stars. Let's see if Zomba's able to clutch this game out. I don't remember what the set count is, or who wins what games, so I don't remember if Zomba wins. Oh, offstage for Asimo. This is Ryu's kryptonite. He's dead. He's straight up dead. All you need to do is forward air, another forward air, and that is game. Another forward air or side B, regardless of what it is, that is going to be the game. That is 1-1 for Zomba. That offstage play, rough for Ryu. Game 3, Asimo is saying, hey, the PS2 is kind of working. Again, I kind of should have won because of that whiffed down air, up air, Shoryu, so unfortunate there for him, but he knows, hey, I can bring this back. But Zomba going, hey, well, now I don't have like a disadvantage like I did at the beginning of game 2. I'm starting fresh, so if I can just maintain a lead, that's going to be good for me. Jumps over that red fireball, super hard read. Like, it makes sense, but it's like, jumping that early is kind of crazy. Baits the early air dodge. This should be the stock. Yeah, you just kind of keep forward airing. No, Tatsu combo. Unfortunate there for Zomba. And now Asimo has this H control. Got a Tatsu combo, but a back air. Call it El Diablo. Call it whatever you want. The Zomba air is coming. I always have to burp when I do an analysis. I don't know why. Nice nair by Asimo trying to find a back air, but Zomba saying, nope, just going to go high, not going to deal with it. I feel like this tournament in particular, from what I was watching, kind of everyone was just like okay with completely disengaging. Ow, that was a crazy combo. Gets the down air, but in this time, instead of going for the immediate up air because he wasn't sure exactly where Zomba was going to go, he goes for double up tilt, which still combos into the rising up air, which of course you can cancel hit 1 into Shoryu. So that is going to be a stock for Asimo. But I was going to say a lead for Zomba, but literally as I was sentencing, Asimo was able to, dude, he did 90. What happened? I mean, I know what happened, but Jesus Christ. Hope it doesn't parry that. Uh-oh, that's a tech chase. Gonna go for more down tilts into the grab instead of having to go for like a forward smash or something. That is, I think, more damage. I like that choice there by Zomba. But Asimo finds the back air. I don't think Zomba expected that amount of commitment. So that is going to be Asimo with the lead yet again. This should be the stock. No, ends up getting hit there. Up air, not going to kill either. 146. I think next up air should kill regardless of DI, but you know, you really don't want to be taking this much damage if you are Zomba. It's so scary. Asimo can do so much damage. That's going to be about 60. No, he SDI's up out of the, oh, that's a lot of percent. Yeah, 80% now. Geez, he has to make a huge comeback this game. Down tilt Shoryu, just trying to get any damage possible. He's not necessarily trying to get a kill. He just wants simple things, and 100% is a big lead. 116, even better for Asimo. And yeah, finds the back air in the corner again. This ledge trapping for Asimo is so brutal. And again, really that kind of just happened from the second stock, right? Zomba was winning, and then Asimo was just able to basically close the gap and so quickly, and he ended up taking that stock. So Zomba just needs to play more consistently throughout the game, which I know I'm saying that from the comfort of my chair, but I mean, I can notice what has to happen, and Zomba obviously knows that as well. Just needs to play a more solid game, get those edge guards. I mean, also like the double Tatsu early game, I'm pretty sure that was that game. That could have been something anything, and instead Asimo is up 2-1 going into this game 4. And of course, Zomba knows he's the one that, Asimo's the one that beat Zomba in winner's bracket, so he doesn't want to get double eliminated by the same, or like by a player. That's always feels bad. He doesn't want his tournament run to end here. So I like the Smashville counter pick, a little bit smaller. Zomba like can run a little bit, but also I think he does want to be aggressive and wants this advantage state, because the less room that Asimo has to run, the less room that Asimo has to space, but nice back air, geez. But the pressure from Zomba, like the offense I feel like is what kind of wins him these games. So yeah, being able to just like run across the entire stage and get a down tilt tech chase like that is huge. Off stage with the forward air, that's what I'm talking about. He still has a double jump, I'm pretty sure. No, I guess he didn't. So that's gonna be first stock for Zomba, the small stage, immediately working. Asimo trying to poke through with these full hops. Again, you aren't able to full hop aerial onto platforms as Ryu here. You do need to double jump. So if Zomba's on center plat, the only thing that will he doesn't have to worry about like an empty jump or something like that unless he sees the double jump. Nair Bear not gonna work. Ryu not enough stage there, so Rob was able to fall off the stage. Laser for Hadoken, neither hit. Zomba just trying to, mix up his timings as much as he can. Off ledge behind the back air though. Asimo, the back air fiend. So that's going to be first stock for him. 74% though is a pretty big deficit. But again, if he's able to do something crazy like he did last game, then it's not going to matter. I love when I click quality settings to 1080-60 and then YouTube just says, no, actually, I'm going to revert you to a lower quality. So sorry about that. Still not taking any damage. Oh, double forward air. Honestly, 23 is not that bad, but that's going to be a good amount of percent with the light Tatsu, so he's not too far in the frame data, but 57% unanswered for Asimo. Laser, punish. Oh, finds the back air in that case. He's been going for a lot of forward airs just to keep it simple and he can just rinse repeat, but after dropping that, forward air with the double Tatsu thing, he just says, I'm actually going to go for back air. It's going to get the kill. I don't need to rinse repeat if you are just dead. So 57%, not that bad. On to Zomba. Especially if he's, camping on the platform, it's not really going to lead to that much. Gonna be able to punish the focus? No, but a nice air dodge. He's got 41% with just like one sequence, so nice stuff. Punishes the red fireball as well. Asimo trying to cover spaces that Zomba ends up not going, which is a little bit rough there. Nice heavy jab after that up tilt. That was a really nice find by Asimo. He's still playing incredibly well. Again, he's up 2-1, so it's not like this is some like, runaway game or anything like that. Recognizes the trip and goes for the down tilt, or sorry, the forward tilt, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, Asimo feels like he has to go off stage, but then that is going to lead to edge guards. Double jump, Tatsu. No double jump available. I think he expected there to be a double jump. So that is a 2-stock for Zomba. The small stage, baby. Small stage is so good. And I wonder if Zomba's going to like ban Town and PS2 because he doesn't want there to be that big of a stage, because those two are the two longest stages for sure. The decisive game 5 of losers quarterfinals, when winner would, I think, advance to fight Crepe Soleil, who ended up beating Light in losers quarterfinals because Steve planked again. Haha, we love Steve planking. Actually, fill the comments up with ban Steve planking. I would appreciate that. Even in a video about Zomba, we can always shit on Steve. It's always fun. Order the offstage position yet again. Gyro not going to beat the Tatsu though. The Tatsu, of course, the hitbox can beat the projectile there, which is exactly what it did. And now Asimo is back on stage, but still 90% lead. You're feeling pretty good about that sequence if you are Zomba, but a roll read with the heavy down tilt. Uh-oh, that wasn't on purpose. Oh, that misinput led to the stock. That's unfortunate for Asimo. I don't know what he wanted, but it definitely was not Shoryu there. Maybe it was red fireball that he went too far. So now we have a stock lead for Zomba. Let's see if Asimo was able to bring it back and bring this game closer, or if the snowball continues to run across the floor here, picking up steam, and it looks like that's exactly what's happening. Goes for a footstool, but misses. Bear gonna get that landing hitbox, which does combo into F tilt. It can also combo into forward smash, which is kind of crazy. Baiting the air dodge with the laser, again going for another footstool. Zomba, I don't know if he's trying to end it in style or just doesn't expects to get to like the correct position where, Ashimo's up B would not make it back to ledge yet. I'm not 100% sure. Ryu struggling to pick up the gyro. Oh no, just gotta dash forward and hit A. Literally all that was, okay, gets a forward smash. I feel like that's fair. With picking up gyro that many times, you end up getting a free kill. It's cool. Gets the nair over the forward smash. I don't know if that's what Zomba wanted. That forward smash I feel like doesn't make that much sense, but trading Hadoken for a parried gyro, that is not what you want. 151 is a lot of percent on Ryu, but 93 is a lot of percent against a Ryu, so this is looking a little uncomfortable. That's why you see all these back airs come out. Finds a big hit there, goes for the nair off stage. The footstool's not going to work out, and then he gets all the way up there with that up air. Beautiful edge guard sequence by Zomba. Had the double jump still. I mean, definitely Ryu had to go for Haitatsu there because otherwise he would simply be dead. Focus would have just lost to that up air anyway, so a beautiful, beautiful edgeguard sequence by Zomba. Again, conditioned a little bit by going for those, whatchamacallit, the footstools, so the nair gonna work out there, and now Zomba has a lead. Let's see if he's able to build it. Yeah, that laser going to be huge. F-tilt also picking up the gyro. Nice stuff. Again, I feel like Zomba's also just like so ready to either utilize the gyro in weird ways or just bring it back. Uh-oh, missed tech. That's going to be Saibi sending off stage. That's not good if you're Asimo. Has to air dodge again, but recovers with the use of focus. The recoveries from Asimo are just so tested by so many players that his recoveries are so good. Definitely the best of any Ryu player. Up tilt, up air. Does he miss the cross up? Yes, he does. Unfortunately there for Asimo. Could have lived, but misses the DI. So Zomba is able to advance to loser semifinals, where he beat Crepe Soleil's Steve, and then he beat Akola's Steve, and now we are going to grand finals versus Doramigi, the champion of last year. These two had an incredible winners finals last year. I feel like all of their sets are overall pretty entertaining. Rob able to bully Min Min, Min Min able to bully Rob, so both characters kind of go at it. Okay, we do have an immediate offstage position for Zomba. This is, of course, where Doramigi makes all his money, is in these offstage positions. But what a raw laser! That was insane! Hitting tether is something Rob is able to do quite efficiently, so it can be pretty scary to recover as Min Min. Nice turnaround down tilt there. How's his mash? Okay, good enough to get out at 84. Laser gonna hit, tracking, but a beautiful double jump ram nair. But understanding that Doramigi wants center, the up smash comes out here after the arm came out, and you know, this was just really clutch. Just understanding the fact of like where people want to go with their positioning, even though that wasn't technically a true punish. He could have jumped to the left, he could have neutral jumped, but expecting Doramigi to go into center there was so smart. So that's gonna be first stock for Zomba. Oh, hits the megawatt on the neutral get up. That was a smash attack too, so just kind of hard read on the timing there for Doramigi. Ooh, but a tech chase there from Zomba. That's going to be a lot of damage. Already has Doramigi at like 60% this stock. Oh, the gyro was so sick. Unfortunate the hitbox was still there. That's going to be a lot of damage. The megawatt combos do so much damage when it's the arm into arm combo with megawatt dragon is just so ruthless. Whiffs on the grab there, so forward throw laser going to come out, baits the air dodge yet again. He's been doing that versus, or rather in the last couple sets. I don't know if he was doing it versus the Steves, but it makes sense. Laser is so good for that. Up smash on the whiffed grab, 47%, not that bad. You are chilling here if you are Zomba. But of course, Doramigi is so scary that you're not really chilling, you're just like feeling pretty okay. Yeah, gonna recover high, kind of nullify that threat of Ram. Like maybe you'll get hit by a little bit, but like overall significantly less of a threat there. Nice grab, not a true punish, but expecting Zomba to shield there, I like it. Oh, the Saibi actually worked out. It pinged with the arm, because again, the arms are low priority hitboxes. Oh, but a nice laser there. Or sorry, the nice reflect on the laser there. Up smash gonna whiff on the get up there, unfortunately for Doramigi. But if you're a fan of Zomba, you are taking that to the bank. Tries to hit the mash. Does end up hitting the nair anyway. Downer coming out. Forward tilt. Look at this percent. That megawatt is going to kill from across the stage, but 98% on Doramigi. That's a lot of hits putting you off stage. Read the roll as well. Zomba looking pretty confident. I feel like you definitely have a confidence boost after doing such a long losers run. You're either tired as hell or you are super confident. No in between. And Zomba looking like the super confident. That's 3 up smash kills for game 1. Citadel Gaming Zone, Zomba. And of course, Doramigi liking PS2, the stage that, the length of the stage is really nice for Min Min, because Min Min, of course, does not want to be in the close quarter combat, although Doramigi kind of fights. You'd be surprised how much Doramigi just likes fighting. Uh-oh, nair tech chase on Plat, gonna be so much damage. The laser coming out, almost hit the tether there. Ooh, beautiful pivot grab. The sequencing by Doramigi is just so good. Oh, are you dead? No. Smart here. So it's really counterintuitive. A lot of the times that you are fighting against Min Min, you are just like, oh god, so many things are hitting me off stage. I just need to DI in here. But if Zomba DI'd in here, there is a possibility, I don't know if the 100% at this percent, if it would have hit, but knowing that the Dragon Arm itself, even the powered up Dragon Arm smash attack, is not going to kill, you want to DI away, so that way you don't get hit by the laser. If the laser hit, if he DI'd, even if his full DIing in, so he's going less far, if that laser hit, the laser would have killed. So Zomba very smartly DIing away from that Dragon Smash attack hit, understanding that his character is not going to die, and now he lives to see another day, and he immediately got a hit. Maybe not immediately, but like, he definitely got a hit. Oh, misses that forward smash. Unfortunate there. Just gonna recover high, probably. Yeah, I think Doramigi meant to go for an up B on plat, and he just went for something wrong. Just a little bit of a misinput, but gets the up B. The aerial up B as offense is quite good, and has the gyro, but he does throw it away. Another up smash, 4 kills so far in the set for Zomba, 4 up smashes, and just going to use up B to kind of go high between the stocks. It's like Min Min can't really threaten me here, so this is 100% fine by me. I do like that. I saw her doing, well, I mean, I also do it when I play Snake, but my Snake is bad, but I do love going up between stocks with like a grenade in hand. Oh, empty jump there for Zomba, so nice. If you can just disengage entirely with where your opponent can do anything, it's really smart. I mean, that's why the Pikachu players all go under the stage between stocks, because the likelihood that you get like punished there is super low. A lot of shenanigans happening right now, but Zomba ends up living, so Doramigi, even though he has a 30% lead, is not too bad considering how susceptible this character can be to edge guards, although he has not been edge guarded yet. Back throw, is this going to be it? Nope, high recovery. Ew, combos the dragon into the lingering megawatt. Because it is so slow, it actually has the hitbox still there, and Doramigi takes a stock with the run off ram tilt. Or sorry, megawatt tilt. But that's going to be a double forward air. First kill that isn't up smash for Zomba, and he uses it to even out the game. Ouch, a lot of damage, 63%. Doramigi trying to get this offstage pressure. Nice air dodge through, but that's going to be the combo. You cannot recover at stage height against Min Min, which is so scary because you also don't really want to go low, because then you're going to get hit by the Ram's tilts into this anyway, or the Ram nairs into that anyway, but that is going to be 1-1. Doramigi playing this incredibly well so far. PS2, baby! Like, it really comes down to the fact that Doramigi has been avoiding a lot of edge guards when it comes to Zomba, just like trying to get the early stock. So he's been, you know, making Zomba work for it with, I mean, again, 4 up smash kills, 1 edge guard kill. That ratio is pretty good for Doramigi considering how heavy Min Min is. So he's constantly living to like 100, 120, whereas he is able to get some early stocks on Zomba, and it hasn't really been the case the other way. Gets a laser. I mean, he's just doing so much damage anyway. It doesn't even matter if you don't get the edge guard. Gets the air dodge read, and the down smash hits the correct direction. That is a hell of a stock for Zomba. That's what I'm talking about. Like, he plays a relatively simple game, but he is just able to do so much damage with his advantage state, just calling out where opponents are going to go with laser, the exact timings with some random gyros, and then it just ends up leading to an entire stock. Ridiculous for Zomba. Oh, tries to tech chase, but unfortunately second guesses himself, so Zomba does get back into the driver's seat and has an entire stock lead. Zomba has lapped Doramigi in this game 3. Down throw, he can mash out of this. He chose not to. We saw him mash out of it at like 85 earlier, so... Oh, but that directional air dodge so low is going to be the stock you cannot recover. Unfortunate error there for Zomba. Could have just been a normal air dodge, like a neutral air dodge, and it would have been fine, but the up smash, nope, wrong smash attack, down smash. Oh, nice. I love the footstool downers that Zomba does. He's been punishing these pivot grabs. I remember there was one player who was also doing that, which was the player who came the closest to beating Doramigi in a set other than this set, which was Neo, who was up 2-0. He was punishing the hell out of pivot grabs, just like every single grab. Unfortunately, Neo did get reverse 3-0'd. But like, he played incredibly well overall in that set. That's going to be a punish on the megawatt smash attacks. You can punish these smash attacks, especially if they're not the aerial ones that you can cancel with the up B. Like, ground smash attacks are definitely punishable, and Zomba knows it, which is why he's been doing a pretty good job, but 90% is the lead. Does he get hit back off stage, or does Zomba clutch it out here? I don't like using this megawatt at low percents. You want the damage, but I feel like it's just worse in neutral, which is something you cannot afford in this matchup right now. Zomba playing so well. Laser on the neutral tech. Pressure, the trump. But no, Doramigi does get a hit. Uh-oh, scary. That's not going to work. Could have been a faster punishment. Instead goes for pivot grab. Tries to go for the immediate uppy, but no, Zomba a little bit aggressive in that position. up tilt, so it's a lot of pressure here, but still 162 up there. I think on the platform is just going to kill, so that should be a 2-1 for Zomba here, 1 game away from the reset. We're going back to PS2. And Zomba's pressure is just so unreal. Just his ability to string together, like not necessarily true combos and stuff like that, but just like a bunch of pressure, a bunch of like tech chases with lasers. He's really just optimizing the non-combo stuff of Rob. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if Zomba was just a little bit better at the combos, he'd be like, I feel like honestly by a pretty significant margin, the best player in the world. Which is why I feel like I want him to do it, because if he's just able to be like slightly more efficient with these, I mean, he doesn't go for a lot of Z-drop nairs, right? He mostly plays the neutral because the neutral is what wins him games, so I understand him not focusing on the zero deaths and stuff like that, but God, I want him to do it. Oh my God, the offstage here, but the tech gonna leave some invincibility, so Zomba gets through that position, down tilt into grab, forward throw, now we're here, bad position, has to burn the double jump, side B gonna hit the tether, not even gonna finish the move, but it is going to drag Min down enough that it gets the kill. That's kind of funny. Just beautiful coverage here, forces the jump here, and the side B literally just covers everything because it does cover the tether real in. I wonder if Doramigi actually could have just tethered and not gone immediately into it, but no, it probably still would have gone into the Rob, so I think that is just a guaranteed stock there, and Zomba up just a little bit. He's at a pretty high percent, so he's pretty close to dying. But again, close to dying doesn't matter if you don't get hit, so Zomba able to get a lot of damage, but no, that didn't kill. That's crazy. Remember that move was stronger at some point? That's crazy. Yeah, laser burns a lot of fuel at the moment, so needs to recover soon. No, yeah, air dodges. He needed to air dodge there just to get back to the stage, but then ends up getting up smashed for it. Nair on the tech chase, no, but gets an up tilt up air and picks up the gyro. That's huge. Yeah, nice falling up air, gets a big double jump there to get maximum height, but Doramigi does DI the up air correctly, so not going to kill here. Is this going to be the stock? No, he does mash out at 108, so he just decided to get hit by it at, what was it, 80-something a couple games ago? Oh, doesn't get the combo into the Dragon Arm. Huge there for Zomba, and ends up laser punishing those smash attacks because they were already committed to the first, so you might as well do the second smash attack. Punish, back throw, powered up Dragon Arm. I don't know if he's doing that run off up B on purpose. The laser comes out, almost gets the kill, Jesus. Oh, but then just the dragon tilt is going to get the stock, and Doramigi one stock away from bringing it to a game 5, but the forward airs come out. Zomba's forward airs are the best in the business. Rob forward air is also like insanely broken. Speaking of broken, that's 39% off of a megawatt tilt, and now you're going to go into that ram for that better neutral. Nice whiff punish there. Zomba getting the down tilt grab. Nair into side B. Not going to be the stock, but has a bad position. Does Doramigi. That's a double jump. I think that's stock. Yeah, it is, and that is going to be the reset. Again, this is what I'm talking about, is sometimes Min is just a little too exploitable off stage. I mean, Doramigi did the right thing. He swung into him, but Zomba smartly not teching, being sent back out onto the stage into the double jump forward air. Beautiful stuff there, and that is going to be a 3-1 victory for Zomba, resetting the bracket. And also, this went to a game 5, incredibly close set. Game 5, I think, ended up being a 2 stock with like just slowly siphoning the momentum from Doramigi, but I think Zomba overall played incredibly well. Crazy run. Let's look at the whole thing. So starting in round 1 pool, Zomba actually had a close set versus Tux. It went 2-1, but he advanced into top 128. In 128, he beat Young Frog, an incredible Bayo from Vegas, and then Leaf, the best Robin in the world, before falling to Asimo game 5. So he goes into top 24 losers, and this is an incredible run here. He beats Sonics 3-2, which again, Sonics, they literally the run back from Grand Finals of Genesis, so Sonics is really, really strong, but unfortunately here fell to Riddles, who did really well, and Zomba, and then Zomba beats Toon, and then Zomba beats Neo, and then we're in the top 8, where Zomba beat Carmelo, and then also beat Asimo, as we saw, and then beat Crepe Soleil 3-1, and then beat Akola 3-1, and then beat Doramigi 3-1, before falling in Grand Set 2. This would have been, I mean, honestly, it's still a super impressive losers run, but it would have been arguably the most impressive losers run of the past couple years, at the very least, if Zomba was able to win. So either way, fantastic showing. I'm assuming Zomba is going to Golden Week, so I'm very confident he's going to have a great showing, because I feel like he doesn't really have a super big weakness at this point. He's able to beat Zomba, he's able to beat, I mean, I feel like honestly Leo's probably his biggest demon, and Leo's been playing really well recently, so hopefully they're not in the bracket together. Maybe they can both do well, because Leo also like did perfectly fine here. He lost to Nyono, KNB, and what was it, Crepe Soleil, because he's not super great versus Steve, so as long as he's able to avoid the Steves, I have a feeling that MK Leo can do well. And Zomba, of course, honestly could just win a couple handful of tournaments over Golden Week, I wouldn't doubt it. So that is going to be it for this one. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. As always, social media and partner stuff is down below. Let me know what else you want me to cover from Level Up Expo. I might have to look for some of like those phone streams if you want me to cover people like Riddles' run, because damn, that Sonic set was crazy. It was crazy. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace.